There should be no screaming, okay? There should be no screaming.
Heated meeting tonight in the 15th Ward. Brighton Park residents raising the roof at times about plans to get migrants out of tents and into a temporary encampment.
WGN's Brona Tumulty is live at the 9th Police District with more details now. Brona.
Good evening, guys. There's one of those warming buses right behind me here, helping those who will be sleeping out in the cold tonight. And over at that meeting tonight, there was a lot of yelling, there were a lot of opinions thrown around about whether Chicago should be helping these migrants at all or just sending them elsewhere. Brighton Park residents fired up tonight in the 15th Ward about plans to house as many as 2,000 residents in their backyard.
All of these decisions result in your taxes going up.
A migrant base camp is on the cards for 38th in California to get folks into temporary warm locations as winter descends. However, the site isn't actually in the 15th Ward at all. It's in the 12th. But Alderman Raymond Lopez says his residents will clearly be affected too.
Brighton Park is represented by two different wards, the 12th Ward and the 15th Ward. I have no impact on the decision, but I think they are still owed the opportunity to vocalize their concerns publicly or in writing. We've had over 200 email responses already to this location.
The responses came in droves, with dozens taking the mic at the meeting. The message from many that they're not against migrants in general, but they are against the opportunities being afforded to them.
They're going to get everything handed to them, and that's not fair.
Some stating their primary concerns are safety and whether those being brought here are being thoroughly vetted.
I'd like to give you 500 of those people in your backyard.
Others say we're duty bound to help those who've come, as we were all once in the same boat.
I understand that there's a lot of feelings of what about us? I believe that right now we're in a situation where people are coming here out of necessity.
The reality is the deal is seemingly done and the location could be considered less than desirable.
This location is wrong. It is a toxic brownfield for all intents and purposes. It used to be a dumping ground for the railroad. It's got zinc carcinogens all in the dirt, and we're now going to asphalt it over and put 2,000 people on top. There's a reason why there has been nothing there.
And it's also not clear when it would be ready, meaning right now there's no timeline for those still living in tents.
If we only have 16 warming buses for 22 police stations, that's simply not going to be enough.
Now, several residents at the mic questioned why 12th Ward Alderman Yulia Ramirez was not at this meeting, which again is the ward in which this camp would be situated. We raised that with her tonight, and she sent us a statement saying clearly the alderman is trying to score political points, since it's practically unheard of for an alderman to hold a community meeting about something happening in their colleague's ward. Now, Ramirez also adding there have already been 2 meetings in her ward on this exact issue. The city says the camp would have unarmed security, an 11 p.m. curfew, and migrants would be free to move in and out of the camp outside of that curfew. However, they would need to sign in and out and move through metal detectors. We're live tonight at the 9th Police District. Brona Tumulty, WGN News.